Hey everybody, we're here with Mr. Chris Granillo, a very accomplished Bay Area Chicano artist, who is this year's Dia San Jose's inspiration for our MuretoCon. And as you know, every year we have a series of artists from the Bay who participate in probably one of the most fun parts of the festival, which people always come and get their all of the Chicano art, all of their prints, all of their art that they purchase for Christmas. But Chris, I don't want to take up the whole show, man. You're the man, bro.
Thank you.
So Chris, tell me a little bit about yourself, some of your background. I mean, your style is pretty badass. We love it. That's why we said, please, Chris, help us out this year. But tell us a little bit about yourself.
So a little background about myself. I'm from the Coachella Valley originally, born out there, and then have family in Oakland. So I came back to connect and kind of just been working throughout the years. About 20 years working in the Bay Area, and I've started at Laney College, where I kind of took my first printmaking class.
So tell me about the printmaking.
So the printmaking
is cool.
Printmaking class was run by Chavez, who's a teacher there. It's just retired recently, but he's really hands-on to teaching how to print, and I got inspired by actually some of the books he had in the class, like that were involved with Posada and artists that kind of inspired the piece for this event.
Right.
I was.
And Posada's being a part of the Mexican Revolution, right? That guy was doing prints that were making fun of the elite, right?
Yeah. So the history on that was kind of just. Was it illustrations for a newspaper, and he kind of took his own take, and it just kind of spiraled from there, from what the inspiration is now to what Day of the Dead illustrations are.
He took the Catrinas, right?
The Catrina, he had a lot of characters and a lot also two horses that were kind of half Day of the Dead, half alive, right. And a lot of the other Los Muertos artwork that was inspired by it. So,
and from what I understand, he was poking fun at the wealthy and the elite, right? And saying that's why the Catrin in these tuxedos and in these gowns that basically said, look, you're dead to me because you don't mean much to our world.
Yeah, he had like a different perspective, I guess, than a lot of the kind of conservative folks in Mexico at the time, and I think he kind of paved the wave of like printmakers, and from here all the way to Mexico right now. So.
Right. So what do you like to work in? What's your medium? What's your favorite?
Well,
do you have a favorite?
My favorite medium is I do printmaking, sculpture, painting. But my favorite medium is painting, because you could get real bright colors and it brings the artwork to life. Printmaking feels like more of a transfer, but also you could get real detailed on it if you want to do multiple layers. I tend to work with one layer, which is a lot easier, but that's because I spend a lot of the time focused on the painting, that a lot of my illustrations that come out on the wood blocks are more based on sketches.
What medium do you like to work in?
I like to work with acrylic and oil sometimes.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
And so I'm familiar with some of the acrylics out there.
Yeah.
And acrylics they're real soft to work with.
Yeah, so acrylic's a little bit more of a like house paint related, and also a lot of people use it for exterior paint, like murals. But I do work with oil when I do portraiture, because you get a lot more of the richness and the colors and the tones.
Now the oil is the one that doesn't dry.
Oil does not dry. It takes at least like a couple days, but it's still drying over time underneath the layer. But nowadays they make mediums that you could mix in with the oil that make it dry in a few hours.
All right, well that's kind of cool. So Chris, we asked you, we invited you, we said, look, can you do our MuretoCon? You were excited, you said, I'm in, and it's been sitting here. This is, but the pencil sketch, we didn't want to reveal the color, not quite yet. So tell us about your process getting here and your inspiration, and you talked a little bit about Posada being kind of one of the ways in which you wanted to reflect this. But
while developing the sketch, I wanted to do something like giving an offering. So the offering is this basket of flowers that are the marigold flowers with the San Jose califas, and then it has the Dia letters in flowers, and in the middle of the eye is a candle that highlights all the once we look at the colored piece, you'll see that the candle kind of acts like as a reflection. And moving up to this has more of a Victorian outfit that kind of symbolizes the years of tradition and culture that has been around Day of the Dead, and also the half painted face, which highlights the festive part of going to the cemetery or joining with family members around the time.
And then I always ask you for my favorite part of it, on the hat.
The hat, oh yeah. So the hat is more like nopales, and the hat is the inspiration from a little bit of the posada aspect of having this kind of large kind of church hat, and it has some cactuses to kind of represent, the desert and also California.
Should we flip it and let the audience kind of enjoy the full meal deal?
And so this is the piece that I came up with for this year's Day of the Dead festival.
There you have it, Mr. Chris Granillo. You want to leave the audience with anything else?
I mean, I'm just excited. This year has been a great year, and I think last year was an amazing experience. So I'm excited.
Awesome. So, Mr. Chris Granillo, artist extraordinaire. This will be the MuretoCon. You'll see this like crazy between now and Dia de los Muertos, Dia San Jose, October 21st at Cesar Chavez Park in downtown San Jose from 11 to 7 p.m. Peace out, everybody.